Alright, so my second week at uni, Griffith Uni, and you know what, this light is really bothering me because it's reflecting off my glasses, so I'm going to move. If you'll bear with me for a minute. Alright. Yeah, that sounds great. Anyway. I like this. I like this setup. I like these bars. Anyway, So as I was saying, I've just finished my second week at uni. It's been pretty good. I haven't really met any new people yet. Pretty much I've just been hanging around the same kind of people from last semester. You know, ooh, okay, this light is still reflecting off my glasses. It's really annoying. It's really bothering me. But anyway, yeah. So I guess my experiences at university, it's not really that different to anyone else's, I think. I mean, this video is supposed to be about how my diagnosis of an autism disorder affects the way I kind of cope, so to speak, at university. And so far, it hasn't really affected me academically, just socially, because I often feel really confused by people, not just at university but in general, because I don't have a great, well, I don't have any comprehension at all, really, of social norms, social conventions, you know, what is socially acceptable and what isn't. Because the thing about social rules or etiquette is that all of it is pretty much unwritten, you know? No one ever speaks about all the things that you're not supposed to do in a social context. No one actually discusses it or acknowledges it in any way. It's just not something you talk about, you know? You don't go up to someone and say something like, oh hey, you're how do I put this? When you talk to people, you're supposed to look them in the eye. You're supposed to shake their hand. That's just assumed knowledge. It's something that most people think everyone else knows. So no one really talks about it because they just assume that everyone knows already. And that's not true, because there are so many things that confuse me and just baffle me on a daily basis when I come into contact with people, with anyone. What am I supposed to say? What am I not supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? What am I not supposed to do? Like, it's just so many rules, and it just frustrates me. Because when I do say the wrong thing, or do the wrong thing, that's it, you know? No one ever really gives you another chance. They just write you off as someone who's just really rude, or unfriendly, or stupid, or whatever else. You know? They They don't consider all the other possibilities, all the reasons as to why someone doesn't communicate effectively or articulately or in the best way that everyone else does. It's just really annoying. I just don't like talking to people who jump to conclusions a lot and who are just really fast to grab onto something that someone has done wrong and forget the fact that that person could be a really good person. They just made a mistake. And that's one of the things that frustrates me when it comes to the process of getting to know people. So that is why I am slow in making friends, because I just don't really know how to socialize, I'm just awkward. I'm really awkward. And I do stupid things too, like when I start talking to people, and I can know them really well or be very well acquainted with them or not know them at all. It doesn't really matter my relationship with them, how well I know them, how well I don't know them, unless they're my very, very good friends or my family. But otherwise, when I start talking to someone, I just start rambling. Like I start talking really, really ridiculously fast, and I just sound like it's just like I keep going. I just can't stop talking, and in my head I'm thinking, oh my god, Elisha, just shut up, stop talking, But it all comes out. It's just word vomit. I can't help it. I can't stop as much as I may want to. And that also creates this very false kind of appearance that I'm a very talkative person or that I'm very extroverted. Neither of which is true. Because when I'm really, really comfortable with someone, I pretty much won't talk at all. Because I kind of assume that they're fine with that they're alright with me not talking much at all. I mean, they can talk, they can do all the talking they want, that doesn't bother me. In fact, I'm quite happy to just sit back and listen. Because generally, that's the side that I like to take, is to be the one who listens. So I'm not a talkative person at all, but people who don't know me very well they would not know that, because I put on this act of being someone who can just talk a mile a minute and just won't shut up. Yeah, I can act like someone I'm not, even when I don't really want to. So on a subconscious level, I still know how to fake it, which is unfortunate because it means that people don't get to know the person that I really am. Yeah. And those people that do know me, really know me, they know that I'm very, very quiet. I'm also a very slow talker. That's just the way it is. I just talk really slow. It doesn't mean that I'm stupid or anything or slow. Although I have been told people have assumed that I am both stupid and slow because sometimes I just take ages to respond verbally in the moment when someone's talking to me. And it's not because I'm stupid, okay? It's just because I'm thinking about it. I'm processing whatever it is that they've asked me or whatever it is that they've said, and it requires me to respond in some way. I'm sorry, but some people just take time to reply, and I happen to be one of those. I happen to be in that category. So if you're not a very patient person, you probably shouldn't talk to me. What else? I'm really shy too. Really shy. I wouldn't say shy, just socially anxious in the sense that people kind of make me nervous. And they just make me very anxious. And that is why I have not really formed many friendships as of yet. But I will get to that. I will. But that is how I am going in the social aspect of university. So, thanks for listening, and I will talk later. So yeah, bye.